All right. Today is 3/7/22. Bring your grades up, and then you can move. Complementary angles is what we're learning today. Pretty easy. We'll take 2 days to do this. Level 1 will be today. Level 2 will be tomorrow. So, does anybody know what complementary angles are? I will. Give me a second. Let me write this down first, okay? Complementary angles are two angles that add up to 90 degrees. All right, so let's write that down, then I'll explain it. And then I'll switch over to the back screen as well. What happened? Yeah. Okay, writing this down, the definition, very important. Yep. Complementary angles. So complementary angles are two angles that add up to 90 degrees. What does 90 degrees look like? Corner of your paper, a nice L. So this is what a right angle looks like. A right angle, one angle is called a right angle. But when I have a 90 degree, and it says it's 90 degrees because of that, and this one is sliced into two angles, so we have angle A and we have angle B here. When it's two of them that make up 90 degrees, we call that complementary. So angle A plus angle B is equal to 90 degrees. It does, but it's super easy. If you know how to subtract, you're fine. So angle A plus angle B is equal to 90 degrees. So when you have 90 degree angle that looks like an L, and it's cut up by a line here, and you have 1 and 2 angles, they equal 90 degrees, you call them complementary. Together, they're called complementary angles. Okay? It looks hard. Totally not. One of probably the easiest things I'll teach you in the next couple weeks. All right. So let's draw a right angle. And just use the corner of your paper. The graph paper makes it easier. If you have line paper, it's still just make sure it's kind of straight. All right. We're going to slice it and create two angles. Okay? I'm going to call the top one angle X because, Miss O'Malley loves to use the variable X. Fancy X, of course. I tend to write them in the middle, but there's no wrong way to do this. Sometimes on your worksheets, they'll do it actually better, and they'll do like this, or they'll do like up here. So basically, it's the 90 degrees divided somehow into two, evenly or not. I tend to do it kind of in the middle, but it doesn't really matter. 36 degrees. So this angle is X, an unknown, and this angle is 36 degrees. Together, they add up to 90 degrees. So this is how I need you to write this down. You're going to have X, the angle X, plus the angle that I know, 36, that all has to equal what? 90 degrees. So what we do is we set up an equation. Miss O'Malley, but there's an easier way. I know. Trust me, I would love to do it the easier way. But I'm preparing you for when they become harder. And when they become harder, this is how you're going to start it off. So we're practicing good habits, so when it becomes harder, you have no issues. You're good. You've been practicing it the easy way. So the hard way, you can have an easy transition. Trust me. Yeah, so how do I get x by itself? It says plus 36, so what are you going to do? Minus 36, minus 36. So we've been doing equations since December, and you're still going to need them. So 0 minus 6 I can't do. So what does a 0 become? A 10, and the 9 becomes an 8. So we got to make sure we know how to borrow correctly, so write that down, just so you refresh and memorize, like, oh yeah, I got to borrow. 10 minus 6, 4. 8 minus 3, 5. So x equals 54 degrees. And that's it. It is easy. It looks hard. And I need you to set them up this way, again, because I know what's coming tomorrow. They become a little bit more harder, and this is what you're going to rely on. So together they equal 90. So if I go 54 plus 36, 4 plus 6, 10, carry the 1, 5 plus 3, 8 plus 1 is 90. So together they equal 90 degrees. Together. So you're solving for that missing piece. All right. What if I make your 90 degrees go the other way? Shocking, I know. Okay, so here's my 90 degree angle, and then I'm going to slice it somehow, make 2 angles. Write this down.
Is it the same thing?
Yep, same thing. I'm going to make this angle 78 degrees. It definitely does not look like 78 degrees, but, you know, it's fine. We're pretending. All right, so what equation do I write down for this problem? X plus 78 equals 90 degrees. Okay? So you know that these two together, when you add them, it equals 90 degrees. Cool. So we're going to draw our bars. We're going to practice drawing our bars. It says plus 78. So what are we going to do? Minus 78. Minus 78. So on this side, all you're left with is x, which is the goal, right? These two get eliminated, they disappear, you get 0, which is what I want, right? Then on this side, you subtract, you borrow, and 2 and 1 and x degrees. So x is equal to 12 degrees. Are we okay so far? It's pretty easy, right? So we're going to practice these easy ones in preparation for tomorrow when they become like a little bit harder. Okay, by a little I mean a lot, but it's fine. It's fine. Today, I'm going to be grading your equation and your answer. So if you just go, Miss O'Malley, look, that's all I'm giving you. Guess what? How many points I'm going to give you? 0. Miss O'Malley, all I did was this. And I did this. How many points are you going to get? 0. Okay, if you just do this, you get a 0.
What if you add everything?
If you write this and you show me this, you get full credit.
And what if we show you that as well?
Yes, as well, that's fine. But if you just do this, I'm not going to give you any credit. Because I'm preparing you when you get problems that look like this, you know what to do. Okay? When you get problems that look like this, you know what to do. And when you get problems that look like this, you know what to do. They did this today. You're doing this tomorrow. You're practicing level 1 today, but most importantly, you're practicing how to write them out.
When did you do that?
First period. So you're practicing this because I, as your teacher, know what's coming up. You don't. So Could it be the easiest day for me just to have you do this? Yes. But that's not my job. My job is not to be lazy and just do this, kids, whatever. I'm trying to prepare you for when it's harder, you're okay with it. So please do this, and this is why I'm going to grade you on this. How many times do I have to tell you? I know what's coming up, and I'm trying to prepare you for it. My job would be so much easier if I just go, oh yeah, do whatever. It's not. All right, set up your equation. Set up your equation. Yes.
Each honors gets part of homework.
No.
That's
They just sometimes they get different homework
How do you know it's 90 though?
because of this. That's a great question. How do you know it's 90? Because of this little square right here. This little square tells you it's 90. Or the directions, Diego, will say complementary angles. So you'll sometimes won't see this. You'll see complementary angles. So your brain should go like, oh, complementary, 90. Should. Huh? How many? 36? 36? 39. X plus 51 equals 90. So that's what I'm grading today. Minus 51, minus 51. X equals, this becomes a 10, this becomes an 8, this 39 degrees. Okay? We're good? So this is level 1. Okay, level 1. Preparing you for level 50,000 tomorrow.
Wait, where do we go?
What if the equation instead of adding it was subtracting? Would that be possible?
Yeah, that's tomorrow. All right, so your worksheet. Here they label it as angle A, and on the back they just put a question mark. So here's what I want. I want you to write X plus 63 equals 90. Then you subtract 63, subtract 63. So this becomes a 10. This becomes a 8, right? 10 minus 3 is 7. 8 minus 6 is 2. So X equals 27. And we're going to put a little degree sign. Little degree sign. So look at us. We're working on this one.
Have to put the degree sign?
Yes. You are talking about angles, so it would be with a degree sign. So let's start practicing with degree sign.
Do we put A or X?
I like X, whatever you want. Is it the same thing? Yes. It's a variable.
Why is it always 8 and 10?
8 and 10? What
Every
do-
time we borrow.
Oh, because that's the rules of borrowing. 0 always becomes 10 if it's at the end, and this is always 90 because it's complementary. So, yes, 8 and 10. You're right. Good observation. X plus 23 equals 90. Minus 23, minus 23. 10, 8. X equals 67 degrees.
I think the only time that there wouldn't be a 10 on this table, there would be if it's a 10 in the 10 space. Right?
Yeah. Like this, like number 3. X plus 30 equals 90 minus 30 minus 30. So on number 3, you don't have to borrow, right? Okay. So let's give you guys about 15 minutes. See how far along we can get.